Renee Houston.
Lili Palmer.
Remember that you are not to go running about with young men. Your mother sent you to Switzerland to finish your education, not as you seem to think to begin it. Remember that.
Yes, remember that.
Yes, madame. Do not disturb the others as you go to bed.
No, madame. Bonsoir, madame. Bonsoir, madame.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Allons-y. Jill Meredith. Mademoiselle, attention. Come, you're all awake. It's no use pretending.
No use at all.
Margaret, where's Jill?
I know, Madame Antoinette.
Shut up, Pod.
Be quiet, Leslie James. Proceed, Priscilla.
She's gone to the pictures at Montreux to see Robert Taylor with a fair Swiss boy in a 4-day car, and they're going to sit in the 2-franc seats in the back row if they can get...
I have no wish to hear the details. What cinematograph exhibition are they patronizing?
Palais, Madame.
Hello, Marie.
Hello. If you hurry, you'll be in time for the big picture.
Okay, Jill, okay, it's worked. Thanks, Podge. You lied like a trooper. You were grand. Everybody was. I don't know how to thank you.
Take thanks until you get away with it, darling. Stitch and fish may smell a rat yet.
Now, wait a minute. Listen to this. Where are we? Oh. Dear Madame Dupont, I'm sorry to run away like this, but I know that my school fees haven't been paid since Christmas because Mother's not been able to pay them since Father died. Oh, I could have put that better, couldn't I? I've decided to earn my own living and not be a liability to my mother and to you. I like that bit. P.S. I will pay back my back fees as soon as I can, and you can sell my bicycle and my ice skates.
I could have used the ice skates.
All right, no ice skates.
I say don't miss this.
They won't be back till midnight. It's uphill all the way. Back up, Jill. You must catch that train.
Come on, take it.
Julia, if you're really serious about going on the stage, I can get you an introduction to Jack Buchanan. I met him socially last Christmas. He signed her autograph outside the Hippodrome. She won't need any introductions, Andrea. I'm giving her a shortcut to fame.
Yes, but I'm not so sure that I want to take it.
Why not? You'll have to change your name anyway unless you want to get caught.
Yes, but there's no reason why I should use yours.
Quite. After all, Leslie James, your mother may have been a big noise in the old Gaiety days, but what does that mean today?
Raised by any other name would smell as sweet.
In other words, the idea stinks. Oh, Jill, don't listen to them. Everyone remembers my mother as Leslie James, the daughter of the Leslie James. You'll walk into every manager's office in London.
Yes, but supposing your mother should find out.
How can she? She's going back to India next month. Your name won't be up in lights before then. Here's a picture of Mother, taken during the war. Looks as if she cheated on her ration card. Oh. Take it with you, it'll be a big help.
But I'm not a bit like her.
Point that out, it'll be a bigger help. Shut up, Margaret. With the name Leslie James, she can't fail. Give her 6 months.
They probably will. Okay, Scott, I'll chance it.
Let me just go down the list now.
I'm ready. Who's got my blue case? Put this in, will you? Listen, what's the address of those digs?
11 Bedbury Square, Mrs. Adams.
11 Bedbury Square, Mrs. Adams. 11 Bedbury Square, Mrs. Adams.
Here, take this. Just a little something from the girls to keep off night's starvation.
Well, of all the... You silly mugs. Here, I can't take that. What did you want to go and do a thing like that for? Well, let me go before I get sentimental.
Oh, by the way, if you see Robert Donut, you might say hello from me. And if you bump into Flanagan and Allen, say oi from me.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye. Don't forget what your mother taught you. And if you do, write and tell us all about it. Oh, ouch. Are you all right, Leslie James?
Well, I could have done with another sheet, Leslie James.
What you want?
Is Mrs. Adams in?
She don't live here.
But she must do. This is number 11.
I know who lives here and who don't. Penelope, shut that door! The glass grating gas out after the cauliflower! All right. What a old nagger she is. Try next door.
Yes, but I was told Mrs. Adams lived here.
Well, you was told wrong. You heard me, Penelope. Shut that door! Ah, Keta. How the hell can I when there's a girl here arguing? What she want? Asking for some woman. Well, bring her in and drain the cauliflower. I'll attend to her. Oh, come in. Come on.
Good morning, dear. Penelope, take the hot pot out of the oven. It's the only one. Using up yesterday's mutton, dear. And don't throw the cauliflower water away. I know it smells, but it's good for the geraniums. What's your trouble?
Well, I was told Mrs. Adams was the landlady here.
She was, Duck. Won't you sit down? But she passed on in 25. Excuse the dust sheets. I've had the sweep. Something to do with the kidneys. You're in the profession, I take it. Woody.
The profession?
Theatre, dear. Who are you?
Oh, my stage name's Leslie James.
Leslie James? Not daughter of the Leslie James?
Yes.
But of course, I see now. You're the living spit image of her. What a small world it is. Do you know I was in the same show with her? I sent her a Christmas card every year till 1920, and I never had one back. She has got on. She married again, too.
Yes.
His stepfather's a general in India, isn't he?
That's right.
So I've got a nephew who's a corporal in Palestine. That's near India, isn't it? I'm just getting to look the general up. I'll show you your room. Take Tokyo out in the garden, will you? I can offer you comfortable first floor front, full board, 35 shillings a week with use of bath. Does your stepfather approve of you going on the stage?
Well,
That's none of my business. You couldn't have come to a better place, could you?
No,
I suppose there's nothing in being a general these days, especially now they've taken away the horses. All my people in the show business.
Are they?
Except Mr. Brotherton Hyde. He's a sanitary engineer, and even he's quite an artist in his own line. Oh, this tears will be the end of me. Got palpitations, dear. I'm sure it's the writing on the wall. Which reminds me, I must put a notice up in the bathroom. There it is, dear, if you want it. Let's have that panel mended, too. Mr. Ryde slipped on the soap and put his foot through it. Look. That's me, in my prime. Principal boy at the Lewisham Hippodrome. Yes, I pulled him in my day. This is the room. Oh, I'm sorry the bed isn't made. Penelope will come and do that. There's the wardrobe, and here's the chest of drawers. Oh, anyway, here it is. I'm sorry the toilet set's cracked. You know, we had a juggler in here.
Well, he couldn't have been very good.
My dear, he drank. Do you know, he actually let an Indian club fly out of the window and hit the milkman. Luckily not in a vital spot. He lost a couple of pints. Well, now, what do you think?
I'll take it, thank you.
I think you'll like it, dear. It's quite a nice view. If you please find that out, you can just see the corner of Russell Square. There. Is that her? Oh, yes. How it does take me back. Let's put it on the mantelpiece. There. Now, doesn't that look nice and homely? Lunch. Now, if you come down, I'll introduce you to the others. I've got some quite distinguished theatrical folk here at the moment. Some of them are resting just now. There's Mr. Jolliffe. He's a Shakespearean actor. He's been resting quite a time. I think he's waiting for the National Theatre to be built.
So I said to Charlie Cochrane, I'm not going to alter my play just because you want Mari to play the part. And that's where we left it.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Penelope, you're handing the soup, not throwing the discus.
I don't want any sauce from you, Mr. Chester.
What do you think? Such a lovely surprise. Leslie James, daughter of the Leslie James. She's come to stay with us. This is Miss Polkinghorne. She's an animal imitator of the BBC. There's not an animal alive or dead that she can't imitate. Isn't that so, Daphne? There you are, a cow. Which reminds me, where's Clytie and Gloria?
Gone riding in Rotten Row, so they say.
Well, I wish they'd remembered that lunch is at 1. Or Mr. North, cinema organist, late of the Electric Paris Hoxton. Mr. Chester, a playwright. I expect you've heard his work on the Rinso Hour. And Mr. Jolliffe, one of the last of the great Shakespeareans.
How do you do?
My dear, excuse me asking you, why are you wearing a evening suit at lunch?
Solace. My other suit has got to be pressed.
Dear, how tiresome for you. Never mind, Duck. Tuck this in your neck. You know what you are with this suit. Penelope, what are you doing? Sit down, dear.
Here, aren't you going to introduce me to the little lady?
Oh, yes, of course. This is Mr. Brotherton Hyde, sanitary engineer.
How do?
Lay another place. Oh, you have done. beer with your lunch, Mr. Hyde. You're doing yourself well.
Celebrating. I've had a stroke of luck, Wally. My design's been accepted by the Brighton Corporation.
Really?
Yes. And they're going to bung it right bang in the middle of the promenade.
How thoughtful of them.
Yeah, thanks.
Penelope, where's Leslie's mock turtle?
It's coming. I haven't got 6 ends.
Well, least you can do it to keep your thumb out.
It's all right, Tunnel.
Who's that at the door? I do wish people wouldn't stand talking at the door on a windy day. There's quite a ripple on the soup.
So then he told me I was like a beautiful, wicked snake.
And what did you say?
Well, my dear, what can you say when a man gets talking poetry?
What's for lunch, Penny? It was hot pot, now it's just pot.
How dare you speak like that, Penelope? You'll take no notice.
One of these days I shall take you seriously.
One of these days I shall mean it seriously. Girls, I want you to meet our new guest, Leslie James, daughter of the famous Leslie James. That's Gloria Lynn's musical comedy star. She shares the first floor front with Clytie Devine from Budapest. She started in the chorus and she's never looked back since.
No, she don't.
Mock turtle again.
Well, what do you expect for 37 and 6 a week? Cavalry?
You in a show, kid?
Oh, well, no, I'm afraid I haven't done anything yet.
Nothing.
Well, I did play St. Joan at school.
Don't take any notice of them, dear. We all have to begin sometime. I started as noises off. I was the scream in East Lynne.
I'll bet you were.
What are you doing now?
I'm playing the dame part in a new BBC play. The canary. In Canaries Sometimes Sing.
Well, it won't be the first time you've had the bird.
How can you say that? Why, you've never done a thing yourself since the pantomime at Leeds.
That's not true, and you know it. Why, I've had all sorts of offers for film, stage, and any amount of others.
That's right. Show 'em your scars.
Will somebody stop that walking farmyard talking shop?
Oh, bother, there's the telephone. Serve the rice pudding, Penelope.
Bring me another bottle of beer, Penny.
Spreading yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm putting up one of his porcelain palaces on the Brighton front.
Straight up. By the way, I've got a couple of tickets for the Palladium tonight. My pals let me down. Would you like to come along, Gloria?
Now, Mr. Hyde, you're not going to make a convenience of me.
Who? Connie Alton. No, she doesn't live here now. Goodbye.
Wonder who wants Connie Alton. Who is it, police?
No, Jordan's agency wanted her. Joe Gold's holding a chorus audition at the Blue Roof this afternoon.
Oh, chorus. By the way, Mr. Jolliffe, would you happen to have the time?
I regret, my dear. Tempest Fugit. It's round the corner.
What says the old enemy? 1:37 precisely.
Oh, I say, is it really as late as that? Oh, I'm afraid I'll have to go. I have an appointment with a film producer at 3. I'll have to fly, dear.
Penny, has Molyneux delivered my new gown?
No. Marks and Spencer's ain't been round neither.
Oh, how annoying. And I simply have to have it for this evening. Well, I have to go round myself, that's all. Sorry, Wally. Can't wait for the afters. Come on, take 'em off. Come on, they're my best.
I haven't got him on. I wouldn't be found dead in them.
Oh, yes, you would.
Mrs. Wallace, about this audition. Would they see anybody who went along?
Well, I don't know, my dear. You haven't had an experience.
My dear young lady, no actor should face an audience without mastering the principles of elocution. Now, for a trifling fee...
No use, old sport. Shakespeare's out of date. What the drama wants today is high kicks and low jokes.
My good fellow, there are more low jokes in a single comedy by William Shakespeare than you'd find in 100 of your Rabelaisian variety halls.
Says you.
Penelope, I will take my rice pudding in my room.
You'll take it with you then.
What have I said now?
I'd rather like to speak to Mr. Veen before she goes out.
The old rice pud doesn't seem very popular today, Mrs. W.
Oh, well, never mind. Do for tomorrow's curry.
Hey, drop my things, did you hear me?
Oh, Mr. Veen, I want you to ask...
Bring back my practice things at once, you little Hungarian shoplifter. You're two-timing, double-crossing. Out of my way, greenhorn. Now, there's a snaffler for you. I'll kill her for this. I'll break every bone in her cheap little body.
I wanted to ask Mr. Veen a question. I thought that if she started in the chorus, but perhaps you'd be able to...
Shut up, you. I'm in a hurry.
Well, there's no need to be rude about it. I only wanted to know if you'd advise me to go along to the audition.
No, I wouldn't. Keep clear of this chorus racket. They're nothing but a lot of chisel and cheats. You can't call anything your own from a man to a lipstick. If you take my advice, you'll find yourself some nice office work. Play your cards right, you might land the boss, and then you'll only have his wife to compete with.
Here, Gloria, put Tokyo down this instant. Oh, you and I'll catch it from Wally. Last time you left him in the underground. Come on. Nice-mannered girl, that.
Did I hear you say you was going to that audition? Well, I had thought about it.
There was a telegram here for Clytie. You might take along.
But she said she was going to her dressmaker's.
Dressmaker, me foot. They'd both gone off to that audition. They couldn't tell the truth to their dying fathers if they knew who they were.
But Mrs. Wallace said they were stars.
Oh, that's just old Wally's gas. Good for business. No one hears anybody except Mr. Brethert Knive, and he sells something that people have got to have. If you've got any savvy, you'll go along and try your luck.
I'd love to. I don't think I can dance well enough.
Well, neither can half the girls that go along. They just bluff. All you got to do in a Joe Gold show is to kick like a mule, grin like an ape, and waggle the rest.
Thanks, Penelope. I'll take the telegram.
Hello, Poppy. Hardly knew you. You're looking so young. Glad to be in.
Where's your card?
That's all right. Joe knows me. Hello, Lily. Where's Joe?
Down there telling his life story to some sucker in one long installment.
Fish face with the eyebrows. Who's he?
Horace Blount. And, he's in the fur trade.
Furs, huh?
Yeah, if you're thinking what we're thinking, well, we thought of it first.
You see, films is my real business, but with all these foreigners making pictures in England, it don't give us British guys a chance. That's why I'm back in this racket. You can't help making dough in show business. The few $100 you're putting in, Horace, will be trebled while you're asleep.
I hope so. The young ladies are ready, aren't they?
Sure they are. Fall in, girls. Come on now, girls, line up. Come on, girls. Now, all the girls I choose will please step right down here. You look as though you'd appeal to men whose wives don't understand them.
Just a minute, miss. You're not
Now,
allowed in
don't
here.
be so foolish. I'm a personal friend of Mr. Gold. Besides, I was taking his dog for a walk.
Well, look what's rolled up. Calamity Jane.
Joe, dear, what a pleasant surprise.
Who for? What are you doing with that dog?
Oh, he isn't a dog.
No, well, you both can get out of here. What do you think I'm doing, holding a dog show? Did you get that last girl's name?
Yes, Mr. Gold.
Put it down here.
Oh, Joe, dear, you couldn't expect me to leave him at home. You know my little Tokyo would fret, wouldn't you?
Hey, do me a favor. Will you leave me all alone? Can't you see I'm fretting?
Poor Joe.
Oh.
Poor Uncle, isn't he darling? Is he cross? Well, if it isn't Mr. Morgan.
Morgan? No, my name's Blount.
Weren't you at Cannes last Christmas with Lady Bartleby?
No, last Christmas I was in hospital with sciatica.
Strange, and you're the image of a young man I met on the plage there. Very nice looking he was. Still, they say everyone has a double somewhere, don't they?
Well, I've never seen a face like yours before.
Look at Gloria, trying to trap our fur merchant.
You'll do. What have you been doing lately?
I was in the last Gaiety show, Mr. Gold.
I don't remember you.
Why, the whole plot turned round me. I was the girl that said, "Come on, girls, let's all go to Paris."
You'll do. 68, 69, 70. 71. How many miss? 72, 73. There. Thanks, girls. That's all I'll be needing.
We had a League of Nations in here last night, and half the blinking cutler's missing. What do you want? Oh, Mr. Gold's got enough girls. He says no more to go in.
Yes, but I've come to deliver a telegram.
Who for?
For Mr. Gold?
Oh, he's on the stage. You can go and give it to him. 75, 76, 75.
Hello, kid. What are you doing here? Not trying to get in on this racket, are you?
Come on, girls. Let's line up.
Come on, girls, jump to it.
Now, let's see what I've got for my money. Hey, you.
For me?
Yeah, you. Where did you drop from?
Oh, I've only just arrived.
Well, scram. And don't try any of them tricks on me.
You can't talk to me like that. When you've engaged me, you can say what you like. Until then, keep a civil tongue in your head.
Yeah, but I didn't engage you.
No, and I don't regret it much after meeting you. Good afternoon.
Well, after that little heart-for-heart talk, let's get down to the facts of life. The money is $4.10 a week.
$4.10? I got 6 in my last job.
This is for dancing.
Well, it's not enough to keep body and soul together.
Well, who cares? Let him part.
Well, I'm not taking less than 5.
You're right, you're not. Hey, you.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Come back.
All right, Joe, darling, you win.
You're through.
Why, you washed-up crook? You can produce a sideshow in a circus. Why,
That's
you're only
enough
just
of my personal history. Can you dance?
I could dance before I could walk.
Don't you know who she is?
What is this? Can't I open my mouth without somebody arguing?
She's the daughter of Leslie James.
Leslie James, eh? Okay, kid, you're engaged.
Oh, isn't it marvelous?
Put down Leslie James's kid. Swell break, that.
Leslie James, who is she?
Who is she? Go and ask any one of them. and come back and tell me.
Mr. Blunt would like to see you, Mr. Gold.
Oh, he would. That guy's going to get me down. I almost wish I had money of my own.
It was very nice of you to speak for me like that.
That's all right, kid. I've got a heart of gold. Looks as if that Aberdeen half-breed got her claws into the skunk merchant. Okay.
Are you still here?
She says she sings, Joe.
Uh-huh.
Well, said we needed a singer.
I sang Sea Breezes for you at Southend, Mr. Gold.
Is that what it was? And I always thought it was the wind across them mud flats.
You should hear her sing, Joe. She's got a lovely voice.
What is this? Have you got religion or something? What's your money and how much less will you take?
I've been getting £15 a week.
What?
Why not hear her sing first and argue afterwards?
Let us sing, Joe. What can we lose?
15 smackers a week.
Oh, but Joe...
Go and see the pianist.
Oh, Mr. Blount, you will look after my little Tokyo for me, won't you? He's all I've got in the world.
Nice girl, that.
Awfully. And she sings beautifully, too. It's a pity she finds it so hard to get work.
Does she?
Yes, of course, I think she spends much too much time with her boyfriend.
Oh, she has a boyfriend.
Why hasn't she told you? Oh, they've been engaged for years. He's an all-in wrestler. Sweet boy, but so jealous. You know, he actually once put an Indian death lock on a man just because he offered Gloria a lift.
I'm just 17. I've never been to any stately ball. A shy young man, I'm half afraid to raise my eyes at all.
All right, girls, scram. Be here at 11 sharp Monday, and don't make any noise going out. I'm trying to hear someone sing.
I'm trying to show me how to dance. Don't worry, Gloria. See you tomorrow.
Don't forget, be in your practice clothes.
Isn't it a ducky doggy? Belongs to our landlady, you know. Gloria borrowed it, yes.
My hand in yours is tightly clasped. Oh, well, you guide my feet. Dear Miro, I did not know that
Say please, Tokyo.
are so sweet. It is a rule for maids at school to dance with one another, to choose here my dangerous thief, unless
Good dog. Well, I suppose I'll be trotting along now. I've got such a long way to walk, Mr. Blount.
I was thinking of giving you a lift, only I've sort of half promised Gloria to...
Oh, I wouldn't dream of it. I suppose you'll be dropping her at the stadium.
Where?
The Strangler's meeting her there.
Oh, that's the...
Her boy, the Hoxton Strangler. Well, it's been so nice meeting you, Mr. Blount.
If I were to ask you to come along with me instead, what would you say?
I'd say that's awfully kind of you. I'll run along and change, shall I? Better meet you outside, huh?
Yeah, I think I'd better.
and I sing maiden false. Ah, dear Miro, I did not know. Tonight we'll dance Love's waltz. Ah, 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 ah,
Okay, Jimmy, be here Monday at 10:30. And don't forget, have that piano tune.
Piano's all right, Mr. Bell.
Well, something's wrong.
What do you think, Mr. Gold?
£6 a week, and I hope you can dance.
Ow! Ow! Don't bother. Go on, and you annoyed me too. You're absolutely ruined.
Have you seen Clytie? I got halfway down the street and I remember this telegram.
Oh, she's probably in her dressing room or something.
Oh, well, where's that?
Just a minute. I'll give it to you, kid.
Oh, thank you.
Running cart, sir? She's got big eyes and fair hair. You can't miss her.
Hello, Hodder. How are you? Welcome back to England, Master Michael.
Thank you, Hodder.
The customs this way, sir.
Hugo! Hugo, my dear.
What are you doing here? Where's Clytie?
She couldn't come.
Why not?
Oh, is this the little cousin I've heard so much about?
No, this is not Clytie. This is her friend, Gloria.
How are you, Mr.
Michael. Clytie is ill.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What's the matter?
Well, confidentially, she's fallen in love. And this happens to be the only day he can get away from his wife. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Don't you think we ought to show up to the customs?
Yes.
see you on the train?
I hope so. You'll dine with us, won't you?
Oh, thanks, Michael.
Your luggage, sir?
Thank you. Oh, we ought to follow that luggage. There's some glass in one of the bags.
Did you open that telegram?
Hugo!
Lord Pangborough, isn't it?
Yes?
Can we take some pictures of him?
Why, sir, thanks.
Well, keep away from this fellow.
Listen, Mug, if he's good enough for Clytie, he's good enough for this child. What's going on there?
Thank you, sir.
Another one if you don't mind, Lord Pangborough.
Lord.
Now, listen, Gloria, I want to tell you that...
Just one more, sir, please.
No, hold it.
Thank you,
My
sir.
dear fellow, they'll publish these pictures everywhere.
Oh, what of it? Do you want him on?
No, thank you.
Who is she?
Why worry? The editor won't.
Excuse me, miss. Could I have your full name, please?
Why, yes, of course. My name's Gloria Lind. I shall be appearing in the new Joe Gold show at the Blue Roof. My father was a millionaire. I ran away from home, just to be one of the girls. My career means everything to me. Men, why, no. They don't interest me at all. Have you got all the little bits and pieces together, my dear? Isn't it a worry, this baggage business? I lose it myself. There must be something awfully fascinating about planting rubber in a jungle, watching all the little seeds grow into Dunlops.
Yes, maybe there is. But I'm looking forward to a couple of weeks in the West End. You know, I've scarcely seen a white woman for 7 years.
Really? I once knew an Australian who hadn't seen any woman but his wife for 15 years.
Well, that's bad.
He got caught up with some girl or other, poor lamb. I forget what her name was. You remember the affair, Hugo?
I'm afraid not. We're getting near Waterloo.
I shall think of it in a minute. She caught him for a packet.
Don't you think we'd better pay the bill? Steward?
Just a minute, sir.
No, I'll do this.
No, I wouldn't dream of it. Hello, I've lost my wallet.
Can't have done. Possibly you left it in your overcoat.
I don't think so.
Well, don't you better go and find out?
Yes, there's 50 quid in it.
God. What's your game?
Listen, you punk, do you think I'm blind? You're trying to pull the same gag as you did in that wool gatherer from Sydney.
Gag? He broke Clytie's heart, didn't he? Naturally, he had to pay.
Oh, well, if this bloke's going to break anybody's heart, it's going to be mine. If it isn't, I'm going to make Clytie's past look like a muck heap, and that won't be difficult. Do I make myself clear?
What?
Or what's it going to be? Yes or no?
You mean yes or else?
Just that. Listen, what was your rake off from Clytie?
Half the damages.
Half? Okay, we'll make it a gentleman's agreement. Only none of your old Spanish customs.
Careful.
Here he comes to tell you can't find that wallet you pinched. Hello.
Okay.
No.
Oh. Here you are, Wally, darling. I got a present for you.
Gloria, what a sweetly kind thought. I hope you came by it honestly.
From anyone but you, I'd take that as a crack. I've had the most marvelous stroke of luck. Oh. I'm so happy I could dance on the ceiling.
Well, I'd be satisfied if I could dance on the floor.
Cheer up, kid. I might give you a lesson myself tonight.
Would you really? Oh, that'd be grand.
Why not? One good turn deserves another. Oh, by the way, if the Earl of Pangborough should ring up, would you mind telling him I'm in my bath?
So the Earl of Pangborough's ringing you up.
You'd slip down the goggle if he did.
You mind taking a butcher's hook at page 3?
I wonder if she has hooked to her.
If she has, it'll be some dirty old man with one foot in the grave and the other in a nightclub.
Page 3. Here she is. Look, on his arm. It's him, all right. And a regular matinee idol, too. Leslie, what do you think?
He's all right, I suppose.
Here, listen to this. Diddle, 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 diddle. Inherits the title. Diddle, 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 diddle. And Pangborough Manor, one of the stately homes of England. Well.
I wonder how he's all for plumbing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to see how it looked.
I don't mind, dear. You can borrow it. How are you getting on with your friend Blount?
Oh, marvelous. He's taking me to the Savoy tonight to talk mink. I'm afraid you missed the boat there.
Oh, no, I didn't. The Earl of Pangborough arrived at Southampton this afternoon from Malaya, and I was there.
You met an Earl?
Yes, and I'm the first white woman he's seen in 7 years.
What did he do? Catch the next boat back?
I wouldn't advise you to make remarks like that. One of these days I might be Lady Pangborough.
You might. But as the girl in Pygmalion said, it's not very likely.
You'll never be a lady of any sort. You common little twerp.
lying, double-crossing, two-faced Scotch-headies. Come out or I'll come in and yank you out. What's the matter with you? You know. Opening my telegram, stealing my own. I'll strangle you for this, you little freaklet. Get us out of this. There, now this is for the telegram. Oh! This is for the... Oh! This is for your cheese. Oh! You wait, I'll kill you for this. Even if I can't speak the language well enough. I'll make myself understood just for with one letting down. I'll kill you all. Come here, you Hungarian rotty. I'll just take a roof and right out of you. What would it mean? I'll brain you. Open the door. Open the door, I tell you.
Ladies, ladies.
You keep that for the frightened front. Mind your own business. Open the door. Oh, I said go. Ah, he'll get that. Get open your hand. That. You golly my God. God, you're good. Come on. Tell me everything you've got. Everything you know. Come on. Go on enough to know back up. My name's McCready. I can be no my blood. Out of that yard. Take that. And that. Oh, me again. It's from the door. You let it go, Kelly. Now, mother, you'll kill. Come and get it. It's all of the extras. You told me. You weren't there. You. What's that? I can do it. And I can take it when you deal with me. You mind it. Wasn't in the sanatorium. That's my own guy.
I suppose this is the right place, Bradshaw?
This is right. I know a bird in the street myself.
She's probably the same girl.
What's going on, Clyde? Don't you go near them?
Oh, would you kindly deliver these to Miss Gloria Lind with the Earl of Pangborough's compliments? Good night.
Good night.
Yummy, who's the reach for? Gloria. Listen, what do you think my house is? I'm already turned on the police here.
Here, who are them flowers for?
Gloria. Blood. Fine like this. I'll give up flowers. It's not like we do come and take the flowers in. Might calm them down.
Gloria, but these are from the Earl of Pangborough.
Don't you get you! Bring them before you go. You think you can do? Get into me! Patient!
Oh, Bradshaw.
Big crowd here tonight. Jolly party over at that table. They're drinking a lot of champagne. I've been watching them still. I suppose that's good for business.
That's on you, pal.
Huh?
You're paying for that. They're the press.
The press?
Dear Miss Lind, please don't worry. I quite understand about the flowers. You see, I told them the maid put them on the windowsill and they overbalanced. And I'll be in front tonight to give you a hearty send-off.
Come on, girls, line up. Come on, stop getting
That's
there.
marvelous.
Come on, just. Stand by your tabs there.
The Earl's over on the left, isn't he? Table number 1. He came from the House of Lords, directly they're knocked off.
I don't know why you're making all this fuss. I've known plenty of men with titles.
Yeah, heavyweights, middleweights, and flyweights.
Why are you trembling, Leslie? What's up?
I'm scared stiff. I wonder if he wears his coronet in bed.
Really? You're all jealous just because he's fallen for me. He didn't fall. He was tripped up. Is that so? And what do you think he's doing here tonight?
Well, after 7 years in the tropics, seeing nothing but monkeys, even you wear a chain.
Who's your love? Tell me who's your love?
I don't care what you think of me.
Who's your love? Does your heart take part in a syncopated waltz? And every time that I go by you under somersault, do I seem like the dream you have planned? As for me, you can see where I stand. When you smile around, there's a peace I guarantee. And I say, who's your love? Say it's me.
Who's your love? Tell me who's your love? Could it be little me? Who's your love? Does your heart take part in a syncopated waltz? And every time that I go by, do you want to do somersaults? Do I seem like the dream you have planned? As for me, you can see where I stand. When you smile, my heart does a beat, I'll guarantee. When you say who's your love, say it's me.
Now I'm the one you're looking for, 'cause I can sing and dance. I can't sing and I can't dance, but oh, how I romance.
I've got lots of sex appeal, and I can swing my hips. Hips are swell for swinging, but for kissing you on lips.
If you want a well-read girl, give me a second look. I can tell you stories you won't find in any book.
Like a dream you have planned.
I'm gonna drag you to the altar as my man. Even if I use a gun, I'm gonna get you on the run. When they ask, who's Lady Pangborugh?
I think he looks like Robert Taylor. More like Gary Cooper to me.
Oh, with a title like that, I wouldn't care if he looked like Will Hay.
Neither would I.
Listen, where have I put that cold cream of yours?
What's the hurry? Is he taking you to egg on chips at the corner house?
Well, darling, if it'll give you any satisfaction to know, we're going to supper at the 400. Oh, shut up, you two. You're like a couple of old cats fighting over the same tom.
That's little Joe to ring the bell. Yes, sir, they sure are a smart bunch of cuties. Thank you, Mr. Brown. Thank you. You stunk. What was wrong with you? You were dancing like a bunch of Chelsea pensioners. And as for you, every time you hit your top notes, you knock them flat. There'll be a rehearsal tomorrow at 10:30.
Nice man. I'd like to have him for a father.
Who did you think it was? Early Whirly?
Oh, shut up, you. Your voice is like the echo of a bunch of radishes. Hey, who's that whistling?
It's her. What's the matter? You can't whistle in the dressing room. It's unlucky. The girl next door gets the sack.
That's me, and I can't afford to lose my job. My brother's got the mumps.
What?
Well, maybe it's only swollen glands.
Come on, out you go and turn around 3 times. Yes, listen, I can't go like this. Somebody give me my wrap.
It's breaking the rules. Come on, out you go. Come on, up with you now. Go on, out.
Let me in.
One.
I say, isn't it a bit chilly for this sort of thing?
I'm not doing it for fun.
Oh, would you like to borrow this?
Thank you. I've got to turn around 3 times because I whistled. It's superstition. If I don't, the girl nearest the door gets the sack. Do you mind?
Not at all. Carry on.
2. You're the Earl of Pangborough, aren't you?
How did you know?
Oh, you're a headline with the girls. 3.
But just a paragraph on the back page of you, eh?
Oh, I don't know. I might put you under items of interest.
Well, I'd call you News in Brief.
There's a man out here. I think it's the Earl. What?
Oh, it's all right now, Leslie, darling. You can go now. I'm terribly sorry. The girls were just playing a silly prank.
The Earl of Pangborough, isn't it?
Yes?
I'm Clytie, Hugo's cousin.
Oh, how do you do?
Girls, meet the Earl. Earl the girl.
How do you do? You know, I wanted to meet you so badly, but Gloria said you were busy.
Well, that's because she wanted you all to herself. You naughty little girl. You know, you must look out for her. She's dangerous.
You mustn't say things like that, darling. He'll believe you. And I'll start telling him things about you.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Of course, you'll be coming to Gloria's party tonight, won't you?
Party?
Why, hasn't she told you? A friend of ours is giving a lovely party for Gloria, and we've been looking forward to it ever so. Haven't we, girls?
Oh, yes, we have. It's terribly remiss of me, darling, but could you tell me who is exactly giving this party?
Why, Mr. Blount. He's always giving parties for her, and she always forgets them. I think it's shameful the way she treats them. Why, Horace, dear. Excuse me a minute, please. Horace.
Listen, I want you to meet some people. And whatever I say, say yes, huh?
Yes.
Come on. Well, actually, Lord Pangborough, Mr. Blount. He's in furs.
Oh, how do you do?
Is everything set for tonight, Horace?
Yes, yes.
I've invited the Earl. That's all right, isn't it?
Yes.
You know, I think that was so sweet of you, Mr. Blount, to throw this magnificent party and invite all the girls just for little me.
Oh, Horace is only too delighted, aren't you, Horace? He's so generous, Lord Pangborough, you wouldn't believe it. Is everything arranged about the band, Horace, dear? No, I see you haven't arranged anything. Come on, then. We'd better, hadn't we?
I think we'll go downstairs to the bar.
Yes.
What's the caper? What's the idea of giving this party?
Listen, that mug's got a grandmother, and he's looking all over London for a sable coat for her.
Is he?
Now, that ought to be at least worth £3,000 to you. Now, have you got plenty of champagne and grubbing?
See, the wife's coming back from Clacton tomorrow.
Oh, hang tomorrow. It never comes.
Oh, the wife will.
Well, it's business, isn't it? Now, be a good boy and run along and fix about the band.
I hope it's a go, but what's the idea of giving this big party? Couldn't we have something more intimate-like?
No, that wouldn't do. We must get him in the mood, you see.
Yes, but how?
How? Well, if you'd be with all us girls, wouldn't you be in the mood?
Well, but not for buying a fair coat.
Hurry up, girls. Everyone's invited. Where's Gloria?
She's taken early down to the American ball.
What?
Oh, it's all right when he's gone too, to see they don't skedaddle.
Oh, Grant. And if you girls want a nice line in coronet, tonight's the night.
What a chance we've got. I know those knobs. They string us along, throw us some parties, chuck us a couple of bracelets, and drop us like hot bricks and marry some sweet little thing who doesn't drink and doesn't smoke and doesn't do anything except carry on with the curate.
Leslie, darling. I've done one or two little things for you, haven't I?
Yes, of course.
Well, I don't expect gratitude or anything silly like this, but I would like you to do me just a teeny-weeny favor.
Certainly.
You see, I feel all simple tonight, and, well, your dress just suits my mood. You wouldn't mind just for tonight, would you?
What am I going to wear?
Oh, you can have mine. It's much more expensive, really. Lovely. Oh, you're an angel. I knew you wouldn't mind. Oh, I forgot. I spilled some Benedictine down it. But if you pin this over it, it won't show.
Thanks.
Hurry up, girls. The first 8 ready go in the Earl's 2-seater, and the rest will have to pile in with Chinchilla Charlie.
Buck up, Leslie. We're going now. Be left behind if you don't hurry. I don't know that I'll come after all. I'm dreadfully tired. I think I'll have an early night.
You're wise. My mother always told me late nights never did anyone any good, but I'm bad.
I think it looks a bit that way, too.
No, thank you. But if you could bring me a glass of grapefruit, I'd be awfully grateful.
Have a bite of this, Larry.
No, thank you, Horace.
Oh, be dubbish tonight. You know, I haven't had a chance to talk to him about his grandmother yet. Because if this party goes on much longer, I shall lose all my profit.
Now, don't be as forceful. Fetch me a slice of cake. There's a lamb.
Afraid there's nothing left but cheese straws. Funny cake, Mike?
All gone, sir.
Oh, one of these South Stiddens will have to do. Here, let's have a bit of order. Clumsy blighters. Thanks, old man. Are you enjoying yourself?
Not much. What about you and I slipping out and going somewhere decent, eh?
Here, I take umbrage. This is my party.
Could you manage another one?
Thanks.
Where's the champagne, Mike?
The waiter's got some just there, miss.
Ah. Enjoying yourself, Lordship?
Yes, thanks.
Yes. You're a pretty old family.
Yes, pretty old.
Yes. How's your grandmother?
Dead. How's yours?
Dead?
As a doornail.
Michael.
Yes? Oh, excuse me a moment.
Shall I open another half dozen, sir?
No room in here, and you can put them Guinnesses away too here, and don't waste this.
Hey, that's my drink. This is a private house. We don't want any of your 4-bar tricks here, my lad. Come on, go.
Could you give me a small whiskey and soda?
Excuse me, sir. The catering company's asking for £30 on account.
On account of what?
On account of they don't know you so well.
Oh, they don't think I've got any money, do they? Somebody's pinched my wallet.
Really?
Yes. I'm going to phone the police before anybody leaves.
Oh, that's wise. What's your wife going to say?
That's true. It's lucky you thought of that.
Very.
Do you happen to know where the Earl's gone?
No, and I don't bloomin' well care.
He's over there with Clytie. What do you want to let him get away for? By the way, I should go easy on the champagne.
You're a fine one to talk. Listen, come up and ask me for a dance in a minute. I'll settle her hash.
You know, I feel so lost at these big parties. All the other girls in their beautiful frocks. And me in the poor little white dress. Somehow I don't belong.
I think you're crazy. It's a perfectly charming frock.
Yes, I think it suits her. I should get Leslie to sell it to me if I were you, dear.
Who's Leslie?
One of the other girls.
Not the one I met outside the dressing room door.
Yes.
I haven't seen her here tonight.
No, she's like me. She's not here. She's not really at home at these big parties.
You care to dance?
Yes, sure.
Why, you dirty... Bless my soul!
Oh, darling, what have I done? It's awful. I've ruined it. Now, whatever made me do a careless thing like that?
Now, don't worry, Gloria, dear. It couldn't be helped.
I can change and be back in very few minutes if I can find some kind person to run me home.
Well, may I?
That would be sweet of you.
Not at all.
Don't you think you'd better stay here and dry it by the fire, dear? It's much quicker.
No, I can manage much better this way. Now, Gloria, you mustn't worry about this. Don't feel badly about it. Go on, enjoy yourself, and forget all about me.
Can I get you a glass of strychnine or something?
My landlady sleeps there. This is my room. But wait here, will you please? I can't ask you in because, well, I'll have to change every stitch.
Gloria and I share this room, you know. I'm very fond of her. She's such a good sort. But then they always say people are good-natured that have black blood in their veins, don't they?
Yeah, Gloria told me our father was a bishop in the Bermudas.
Oh, he is. It's on her mother's side. You'd never guess, would you? But then you wouldn't think I had royal blood.
Have you?
My grandfather was a Russian prince.
Yeah, Hugo said... Yes, Hugo said he was a German baron.
Oh, that was my maternal grandfather. I suppose your family goes back to the Conqueror.
No. No, Nell Gwynn.
Oh, dear, now it's got away.
Oh, any special reason for wanting her?
Yes, there's a mouse in my room, and I couldn't sleep a wink until Jenny catches it.
Oh, then we'd better catch Jenny first.
Which way do you think he went?
Outside the back, I expect. It's a prowler.
Where?
Nice bushy thing. Bother.
I'll get up.
Be careful. Quiet.
I'm so sorry I've kept you waiting so long. I hope you don't mind. Of course, I don't care for a lot of jewelry in the ordinary way. It can look so vulgar and this... Those cats. Now, that's mine. There's a burglar trying to climb into my window, Michael! Burglar! Oh.
Fancy trying to pull a gag like that. I should have thought you'd have more imagination.
Well, there's a man on the roof. See for yourself.
Eh?
He's gone.
Yeah, he probably fell off the roof when he saw you.
Sorry to drag you away from the roof party, Jenny, but this is where you earn your keep. Now, you behave yourself and show some enthusiasm. Which way did the mouse go?
Behind here.
Come on, Jenny. Do your stuff.
Doesn't seem remotely interested.
She wants to get back to her boyfriend. Well, all we'll have to do is wait. Well, Leslie James, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
My uncle once gave me a box of chocolates with her picture on it. He was a great fan of hers. Are you her daughter, or is this just part of the furniture?
No, it's mine.
So it's in the blood, eh? What was that famous show my uncle was always talking about?
Look, you came here to help me catch a mouse.
That's right, so I did. Now, where's that cat?
Well, I'm not going to bandy words with a girl who hangs onto the man who's sick of the sight of her. Pengo and I are going back to the party.
Are you really? Well, I hope you have a terribly whipping time. You look really rich in that blue dress. I've seldom seen you look so ravishing. By the way, darling, if you are thinking of going back to the party, I really ought to tell you it's all washed up. Mr. Blount cut up Rusty. Sorry, Rusty.
Oh, that's why you are so pleased. Very well. We'll go out on the bypass then.
What have you done with him? Nothing. You didn't think I was going to let you collar him from right under my snitch, did you?
Shh, quiet.
All right.
What can he be doing in there?
Well, I don't know. But I soon find out. Whatever are you two playing at?
Shh. We're waiting for a mouse.
He caught the cat for me, and now we're trying to catch a mouse.
Unfortunately, neither seems in the mood.
Don't you think we could leave that to Leslie and Gloria? If anybody comes along, they might easily misinterpret things.
Oh.
Hadn't you better leave Clytie here, too? The party's over, and it's getting rather late.
Oh, time doesn't worry me.
Don't you believe her, Lord Pangborough? She's just been telling me how these late nights make her look her age.
I said nothing of the sort.
Well, who shall I believe?
Well, I'm sure Clytie would rather drop with exhaustion than disappoint you.
Well, in that case, I'll disappoint myself. Good night, all. And thanks for the party. It's been simply charming.
Oh, can I see you to the door?
Oh, no, please don't bother. I know the way. Besides, if anyone saw us, they might misinterpret things. Good night, and it's been lovely.
Good night. I can't think what happened to that mouse. He seems to have got away.
And he won't come back in a hurry either. Now that he knows that everyone's trying to catch him.
Funny there are mice in a house where there are so many cats about.
You've been a long time. Do you mind giving me a lift?
Certainly. Where shall I drop you?
Anywhere in the West End.
I brought Gloria home. She seemed to be so miserable.
As soon as you left the party, she went all to pieces.
Oh.
Gooey.
Good night. You know, Hugo, when I came back to England, I thought I could have a sort of, well, a good time with almost any girl. But I'm beginning to change my mind. Good night.
I see.
Some of these dreamline models are grand, but they go into top gear too quickly for me. I suppose I'm old-fashioned.
Nonsense, old man. I often felt the same way myself. Of course, Gloria's all right in her way, but...
Oh, Gloria's grand, but well, there's a lot to be said for simplicity, you know.
Absolutely. And believe me, it isn't often you meet a girl like Clytie.
Yes.
See, she's different from Gloria. Of course, maybe I'm prejudiced because she's my cousin, but there's something terribly appealing about Clytie. I mean, it's hard to describe, but she's like a vestal virgin in a wicked world. Hearing no evil, seeing no evil. It's amazing.
Quite.
Then he said you were like a vestal virgin in a wicked world. Hearing no evil, seeing no evil. His very words.
I wonder if he'd had too much to drink.
My dear girl, he's absolutely crazy about you.
What about Gloria?
Washed up.
How do you know?
Said so. He prefers simplicity.
So he fell for the shrinking violet stuff after all.
You knocked him for 6, old girl. I tell you, what with you leading him and me pushing him, he'll positively trot to the slaughter.
What kind of a slaughter?
Managed with a settlement. Anyway, a settlement.
You make it sound so easy.
It is easy. When a man's in the mood he is, opportunity doesn't knock once, it just kicks the door down.
And what's Gloria going to say when you tell her you've changed partners?
That's simply answered. I shan't tell her.
Don't you call me a scoundrel! Oh! Nice goings on.
Are you Clytie? Hey, who the blazes are you bursting into my room like this? I'm Mrs. Horace Blount. Blount's wife. Well, I don't care if you're Lot's wife. What do you want? You can't bluff me, you shameless hussy. I came home this morning to find my husband as sick as a dog and the flat looking like the day after the races. Well, what's it got to do with me? If you're trying to insinuate that I've had anything to do with your husband, I'll put my solicitors onto you. Oh, you will you? Yes, I will. Oh, well, if you're so innocent, what is your phone number doing in this pocketbook? Well, how should I know? The only Blount I ever met was some rabbit fake I bought my mink from. Ugly, fat, pasty-faced, pug-nosed, and bald. Is that your old man? Yes, and don't you insult him. I wouldn't be seen dead with him. Well, I would, and I'm going to see that I am when the time comes.
I really must protest, madam. You're doing this young lady a very grave injustice.
Oh, am I? Underneath that phone number were 2 items. A diamond wristwatch, 26 pounds, and a pair of tips, 50 guineas. How dare you suggest that I would accept jewelry from a strange man? I do, and I'll prove it. Keep your dirty paws off my property. Give me that box. Give me that box.
Oh, show it to her, darling.
What do you take me for? Oh, leave it alone. Oh.
Not there.
No.
Obviously, that note referred to some business transaction.
But why should he write it under a phone number?
Well, why not ask him? This young lady is my fiancée.
Your fiancé?
Certainly. And as for your husband's party last night, we were at the pictures, weren't we, darling?
Mm-hmm. Oh, dear, what have I done? I'm dreadfully sorry, miss. I'm afraid I've made an awful bloomer. But you see, I don't trust my husband. He's been cooling off such a lot lately.
I find that very difficult to believe.
Ah, you don't know him. The only time he says anything nice to me is when he comes home tight.
How could any man be so blind?
It's very nice of you to say that, I'm sure, but
Madam, please don't distress yourself any further. May I see you home?
That's very kind of you. I'm dreadfully sorry if I hurt you in any way, miss, but husbands are such a trouble, aren't they? I always say that 50's the dangerous age.
Oh, hello. Good morning.
What's Hugo doing with a balloon barrage? Who is she? Old Mother Blount, after my blood. Hugo turned on the charm and she melted like butter. He's going to take her home.
What's he doing here?
Came to see you, I suppose.
Oh. Did he say anything?
About what?
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
Do you know what that mean old swine Blount paid for the wristwatch she said cost £100?
Well,
26 measly quid.
Isn't human nature sordid?
Talking of human nature, it's lucky you borrowed them.
Borrowed what?
The wristwatch and the clips.
But I didn't.
What?
I didn't touch them.
Huh? Then who has? You don't think...
You bet it was.
Taxi's here, sir.
Thank you, Penelope. Thank you.
Well, thank you for thanking me.
Oh, Hugo, dear.
Yeah?
Could I have a word with you?
Certainly. Excuse me.
Come on, hand over.
Huh?
Blount sparklers.
Oh, I only took them to save you embarrassment. I was naturally going to give them back later.
Well, it's later now.
Tonight at the Regent Palace.
Goodbye, Angel.
Goodbye, sweetheart.
Fancy allowing yourself to be photographed at Southampton with a creature like that. At least a dozen women have called to tell me what a nice girl she looks.
My dear Aunt, for 7 years I've been planting rubber. This year I'm sowing wild oats.
There's no need to sow them on such common ground.
Now, why do you talk like that, Aunt? Oh, I know half the family goes back to Charles II. Remember, the other half does go back to Drury Lane.
My boy, that's ancient history.
Well, if you want to bring it up to date, take Uncle Clarence.
We'll do nothing of the sort. Father, leave the room.
Certainly, my lady. You know, if I'm not very careful, I'm going to beat myself.
I know Uncle Clarence made a fool of himself, and I don't want the same thing to happen to you. Now, what do you know about this woman?
Well, she told me her father was a bishop.
Bishop. Her father may have worn gaiters, and I'll wager that's as far as the similarity went. And this girl Leslie that you told Hodder about.
Oh, so he's been passing it on, has he?
Naturally. And frankly, I suspect any girl who sees mice in her bedroom at 2 o'clock in the morning. Who's she?
Well, if you really want to know, her mother was the toast of pre-war London. Leslie James.
Leslie James? Sure?
Well, she told me so, and I believe her.
Really?
Well, listen to me, Aunt. These girls are all right, and if you put the whole troop of them up against your county gawks, just for sheer down-to-earth humanity, they'd outstrip the lot of them.
Outstrip, certainly. But as you're so proud of them, I wonder you don't invite them down.
Oh, that's an idea. Oh, no, you'd have a fit.
On the contrary, I'd like to meet them, particularly this girl, Leslie.
Hey, why this sudden change of front?
I'm curious to see what down-to-earth humanity's like. It should be enlightening.
Well, it should be all of that. Very well. I'll invite him this weekend.
Splendid. Yes, I'm afraid you're snookered. Don't act a lie, man. Drink it up.
Very good, milady.
I want to speak to you very privately, Hodder, and I don't want it repeated in the servants' hall.
I never speak to the servants, milady.
You remember at the last hunt ball, the lady who sat on the ice cream? What was the name?
If my memory serves me, it was vanilla.
Not the ice cream, the lady.
I beg your pardon.
Wasn't it General Duff Turfbank's wife, the actress woman, Leslie James?
You're quite right, milady. She married General Turfbanks in 1911.
And it's very unlikely that the General would allow his daughter to go into the chorus and lodge in a place such as you've described, isn't it?
Extremely unlikely, milady.
Exactly. Now, find out Mrs. Turfbank's address. I want to get in touch with her.
Very good, milady.
I say, I think Leslie might have worn something more appropriate, don't you?
Well, the poor kid probably doesn't know any better.
I wonder, you know, all those frumps in the tattler were tweed.
Don't be a fool. They were frocks at Escott, don't they?
That's the way.
Oh, why, you know what I told you.
Yes, we know. We're going to rehearse when we get there.
Them's the conditions. No rehearsal, no weekend. I laid that down with the Earl. I shouldn't have let him come at all if it hadn't been for what you told me about his dough. When are we going to contact him about this film deal?
You leave it to me. Needs careful handling.
How much is he good?
Difficult to say. Can afford to lose a packet.
We can do that super picture then, eh? Gee, I'll be glad to get back to the Savoy Grill. Swell dump, ain't it?
Looks like a country club. I can't see the swimming pool. Well, we've only got a weekend. All right, just do look at
How are you all? You have a nice journey or not?
Now, watch your step, girls. This is a classy joint.
Yes, this is my Aunt Primrose.
How do you do? Hodder, fill the young ladies in. I'm sure after their journey they'd like a glass of sherry or so. Coffee.
Would you like a lemonade or something?
Hello, Michael.
Darling, this is Clytie DeVee.
How do you do? And you're Gloria, aren't you?
Yes.
I've seen your picture in the paper.
Shocking, wasn't it?
I thought it was very like you.
And this is Leslie James.
Yes, Michael's told me quite a lot about you.
Really?
I'll be with you in a moment, girls.
Okay.
Oh, and this is Hugo Smythe Parkins.
How do you do?
Joe Gold, my Aunt Primrose.
How do you do?
Is that name on the level? Aunt Primrose. Ain't that old world? Makes you think of Pope bonnets and waffles. How's tricks?
I'm quite well, thank you.
Wouldn't you like to come in and have a drink?
Yeah, I'd love to have a brandy. That bus stunk. Get a load of this. Why, it's better than Hollywood. What a joint this is.
With reasonable luck, darling, we should manage it this evening.
I hope so. Yes, but he hasn't given me any of the Vestal Virgin talk yet.
Remember, you're a lady. And find out where his room is.
Give me a chance. Careful, the menace has got her eyes on us.
Hello, baby.
Hello. Well, I'm going to get my drink. Cheerio.
Cheerio, darling.
You seem to be avoiding me lately, Hugo, dear. You're not trying to double-cross me by any chance, are you, you little brat?
Why in the world would I want to do a thing like that? Darling?
Oh, I don't know, sweetheart. Just force of habit, I suppose. When do I call her this Panga guy?
Patience. We must wait the right opportunity.
How about tonight?
Impossible. You must trust me, darling.
Trust you? You'd steal a blind man's dog if you thought you could get tuppence for it.
Careful.
And by the way, Poker Face, if anyone tries to interfere with my little romance, I'm going to kick him flat in the bridgework. See? Bye-bye.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Oh.
And that's Arthur's possession. You know Charles II gave that to Nell Gwynn in the barge on the Thames. History records that she looked him straight in the face and said, "What a clock." He was so pleased he promised to marry her. He didn't keep his promise, although he went quite a long way towards it. Hence the long line of Pangboroughs. Another drink?
No, thank you. I'd rather look round if I may.
I'm sure you wouldn't like a personally conducted tour. We have a lovely collection of Louis XV furniture in the writing room, or a fine old English dartboard in the billiard room. Where shall we start?
Let's begin with the dartboard, shall we?
All right.
All them ancestors around, they don't look as if they'd approve of showgirls.
Well, they always did.
You know something? When I accepted your invitation, I built you up as an old sourpuss. Meeting you is an experience I won't forget.
It's mutual, I assure you.
That's swell. I better speak to your nevy about my rehearsal. See you later, Toots. Hey, girls, seen his lordship?
Isn't he here?
No. Anyone missing?
Vernon, Cynthia.
Leslie.
How old are you?
18.
That's just about what I thought.
I scored 18.
Oh, I see.
Look, are we playing darts or aren't we?
We are.
Well, it's your turn. I only need double 3 for game.
You know, this is the first time I've seen you when you haven't been undressed. I must say you wear clothes almost as well as you don't. Rotten.
You should keep your mind on the game.
Oh, hello, you two. Who's winning?
I am.
Oh, you are you?
Oh, there you are, your lordship. I want to talk to you about my rehearsal.
Why, certainly.
Got it.
Good. How would the hall do?
We want to remove this carpet here, see?
Listen, Cinderella. You certainly caught us on the hook with that mouse game, but if you think you're turning your mice into a glass coach and playing us for the ugly sisters, you've got another thought coming to you.
What on earth are you talking about?
You lay off that lord.
He's ours.
Mine?
Well, not so much of the mine stuff.
Oh, forget it. You haven't got a dog's chance.
Well, I wouldn't exactly put you in my four-aways.
Well, if I were you, I should split him in 2 and toss for the title.
Did you hear that? By Jove, if I wasn't behaving like a perfect lady, I'd slosh her in the chops.
Come on, be up. We'll go through that savage number again. Last night you were about as savage as rabbits. Say, who's that? What's he playing?
A Bach fugue. Don't be silly. It's an organ.
What a publicity picture. Hey, Charlie, get your camera out. The gorgeous old girls dancing a rumba and all them old ancestors looking on. Go on, look lively.
Right.
Say, can you play properly? You know, real tunes?
I think so, yes.
You know that number in the show, I'm a Savage? Can you play that? Save dragging the piano here.
Well, I'll try to. Anybody got a book of the words?
Sure, give them the words. Listen, you don't mind not taking a picture, do you? You with the organ, the ancient hall, the girls dancing?
You wouldn't by any chance like Aunt Primrose sliding down the banisters, would you?
Oh, you don't like the idea, eh? No picture, Charlie. Girls! Girls, come on now, hurry. I'll give you the 1-2 for the start. Come on, get in here. We're going to do a little rehearsing now, will you?
You know, the papers would jump at a picture like that.
I don't want to annoy the guy. Girls, get over here and line up, will you? You haven't seen Hugo, have you?
Now, what?
I want to tackle his lordship about this film proposition when we're through.
I shouldn't rush him, Joe.
You don't keep after these guys, they get cold on you. Now, come on, over here near the door is the wing, see? When you get your cue, come in and make it snappy. You've been late every night so far.
Hello, my poppet.
Oh, hello. I might have guessed you'd been sousing. Lay off it or we'll be in trouble.
1, 2.
I don't need no sugar. Show me how the rhythm goes. I can shake my feet and those sounds happy. It's the latest thing they say. You'll walk the lemon way. Nice and fast to swing and swing and happy. I've got a rhythm in me. Makes me sing and makes me swingy. Watch me go to town and move from the waistline down.
Joe's taking that film gig seriously.
You leave Joe to me. Did you find out the Earl's room number?
Yes. It's left at the top of the stairs and third past the bust of King Charles.
Left at the top of the stairs, third past the bust of King Charles.
Yes. What time shall I make it?
12?
Okay. What are you going to say?
Oh, I don't know. Something very convincing. You know. Sorry, old man. Thought it was the bathroom. See you, register surprise. Clytie, what are you doing here? Then horror. Good heavens, my cousin alone here with you. Followed by anger. Pangborough, you swine, you'll pay for this.
Handsomely, we hope.
There can't be that kind of love. Give me nature in the rough and Hey!
Stop that mug at the pipe, someone. That's fine. You're only 5 hours late.
I'm sorry.
Get back in there. I'll give you one more chance. I could get a better bunch than this if Madame Tussauds. Okay, girls, start it again from the last 8 bars. Come on, girls, hurry up. Now, 1, 2.
Take away that chorus knob, and don't get me that kind of love. Give me nature in the rough and Hey!
Holy smoke. Stop it! Did you have to come through that door at that moment?
I beg your pardon, sir.
Here I am, sweating my guts out, and you have to put in with a glass of cow juice.
I'm sorry, sir. Right,
let's try again. But the next time any pan but hers comes through that door, I'll sock it. 1, 2.
This telegram has just arrived, dear lady.
Tell Bradshaw to bring the car round at once.
It's Bradshaw's half day, my lady.
It's all it is. Never mind, I'll drive it myself. Get me the Austin. I'm going to see Mrs. Turfbanks.
I hope your visit may serve to clear the air, my lady.
I hope it'll do more. I hope it'll clear the house.
Yes.
The Lord said he was coming. Why doesn't he come?
Who?
Lord Pangborough.
It's been a hitch somewhere.
You know something? I think you've been telling me lies. I don't believe he's interested in films. I don't believe he wants to lose his money. You know something? I could have sworn I heard you chime.
You know, it's nothing like yourself if you let your hair grow.
It was probably painted about 1832. Now, this is the third Duchess by Gainsborough. She was the daughter of the Duke of Pembroke.
Yes, she's very lovely, isn't she?
Here's something I think you'd like.
He's got 700 pictures and we've been half an hour seeing 6.
When Eric showed me his etchings, I had much more fun.
Where did Hugo go to after dinner this evening?
How should I know? Why ask me?
Oh, nothing. Just wondering.
Time, gentlemen, please. It's gone 10:30.
10:30? And I've got to go to the bathroom. What's the damage?
12 double.
No. I'll take care of it. Here, don't tell us so. Do you know what's happened?
The dirty thief.
Somebody's pinched my wallet. Guess how much was in
it? £8.10.
Correct.
Don't worry. I'll place it in.
That's damn good of you, old boy. Hey, your wallet is exactly like mine. How much you got in there?
£8.10.
What a coincidence. Funny thing. What else you got in there?
Remember 44 Club?
I belong to that club, too.
Really?
Yeah. See if I got a picture of my mother there.
You don't catch me? Yeah.
This is my daughter, Leslie.
Thank you, Mrs. Turfbanks. I knew the girl was an imposter directly I saw her, but naturally I had to make certain first.
Don't be too hard on her, will you? After all, very little harm's been done.
Unfortunately, no. But unless one acts quickly, well, you know what these stage women are.
I should. I was one myself.
Oh. Well, I really must be going.
I can do the best. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then sense. I twist, you see?
I gotta hurry up. I gotta be a man about a bathroom.
Now, wait a minute. Let's get a lift. Here comes a guy in a car. When he goes by, do this with your hand. No. Just the thumb. The thumb, see? Road hog.
I tell you what, I got an idea. We don't want this. There you are. Now we go up the road, and if they don't stop now, it serves them right. Come on, boy.
Now, this is my great-great-grandfather. He fought for the Duke of Wellington.
Who won?
Now, look here, are you really interested in these blessed pictures?
Not a bit. We're bored stiff.
Good Lord, why didn't you say so? I hate the sight of them.
Do you mean to say we've been staring at these old masters for nothing?
Evidently.
What a stinking waste of time.
Well, come on, let's make up for it. What would you like to do?
I know, let's all get tight.
Well, Junior ought to be ashamed of yourself. Let's play strip poker. No, keep the party clean. I suggest a moonlight bathe in the pool.
What, at
this time of night? Some game if he is.
I'd love it.
I'd love to come in.
Come on, girls, you go and change and I'll join you in the hall.
Come on, darling. I think it's so sweet of you, you know. You really are. I won't be very long, I'll change and hurry down.
Aren't you coming, Leslie?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm all for warm baths at this time of the night. Oh, can you tell me where I can find anything to read?
Yes, there are some books in the drawing room. That's just beyond you on the left.
Oh, thank you. You don't mind my not coming with you, do you?
Not in the least. Good night.
Good night.
What's the matter, Leslie?
Nothing.
Sure.
I've just got something in my eye, that's all.
Well, let me look. Yes, I can see it, I think. Now keep quite still and close your eyes.
But how can you see it if I close my eyes?
It's a secret method known only to the Chinese.
Why did you do that?
Because you're the kind of girl I've always imagined, but never thought I'd meet. Sweet, real, genuine. I'm in love with you. Just that. That isn't such a shock, is it?
Don't touch me.
Then why didn't you stop me?
I'll tell you. Because I wanted you to kiss me. I tried to make you.
I see.
I've been trying for days. There wasn't a mouse in my room. I invented it. And I wasn't interested in your old chiming clock or your game of darts.
I see.
And I'd have loved to have gone swimming. I liked swimming. I didn't go because I wanted to get you away from the others.
Oh, I see.
Oh, don't keep on saying I see like a parrot. You don't see at all.
Oh, yes, I do.
You think you do, but you don't. I've never been in the least bit attracted by you. I don't like your face, your manners, your big feet, or anything about you. And when you kissed me just now, I hated it. I simply did it because I wanted to beat the others, and I've succeeded.
Yeah, what have I done to deserve this broadside?
It's grand fun, I suppose, to fool around with a lot of girls and make love to them whenever you feel in the mood. Well, I've beaten you at your own game. And I'm glad, because if it hadn't been me, it could have been one of the others, and she might have taken you seriously.
I beg your pardon.
We'll, finish our little talk later, shall we?
It's finished.
What is it, Hodder?
Lady Pangborough on the telephone, my lord.
Hello? Oh, punctured? What, all four? Now, look, you wait there and I'll be along right away. No, I won't be long. All right. Listen, Dolly. Tell the young ladies I shan't be joining them in the pool. Apologize and say good night for me.
Very good, my lord.
Oh, no, you don't. Go and get your wrap. We all start level on this.
I hope there's a shallow end. They told me whatever I did not to go in the water in this costume.
Bathing in the moonlight among the trees. It'll be just like one of those jungle pictures.
Yeah, with all of us after Tarzan.
I beg your pardon, ladies. His lordship told me to say he's unable to join you at the pool. He bids you a very good night.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
What a dirty prick. Mean, I call it.
Well, if he thinks I'm going to chill my beef for nothing, he's mistaken.
Good night, old-timer. Joe, I can't let you go like this. I got a confession to make.
Yeah?
You know that wallet of yours?
Mm-hmm.
I pinched it.
Don't worry. We'll find that dirty thief.
Well, it certainly will. Third door, Buster past the king shot.
You the bust, King Charles? Congratulations. Bathroom, cousin, register horror. Swine. Sorry, old man. Thought it was the bathroom. Clytie, what are you doing here? Good heavens, my cousin. Pangborough, you swine, you'll pay for this. Wherever you are. Where is Pangborough?
What are you doing here?
It shouldn't be you. Oh, dear, oh, dear. It should be Clytie. It's all arranged.
What's arranged?
Never you mind. What are you doing in the Earl's bathroom? Bedroom?
But this isn't the Earl's bedroom.
Isn't it? Well, then I must have taken a wrong turning. Oh, I should be late. My poor cousin.
Wait a minute. What are you up to? Why did you expect to find Clytie?
Pango, there's a great big moth in my room and I can't go to sleep. Pango. Michael. Michael, are you there?
So that's your game.
Gloria.
Didn't expect to find me here, did you?
No, I didn't. But if you're up to the same game as Clytie, you're in for a shock.
Clytie, what has she got to do with it?
Hugo burst into my room just now by mistake. He's drunk. You're nothing but a lot of cheap crooks that just blackmail. Shh.
Mommy, dear, are you there? Are you there, Mommy, dear? Mommy, dear.
Who did it?
Daddy.
You dirty double-crossing little rat.
Keep your mouth shut. Remember, you're another people's husband.
Try and keep quiet, for you must mistake. You always go hysterical in anything. Just try and stop it now. No, you can't. Stop it! Stop it! Can't allow you anything. Keep quiet.
Well, anyway, that's what she says. It's ridiculous, and I simply don't believe it. Anyway, you can't wake her up at this time of night. She'd explain it just as well in the morning.
Stop it! Stop it! I tell you, come on. Oh! No! What on earth?
No.
Come on, let's get out of here quickly. Quick, the balcony.
Well, what's happened, Leslie?
I should have thought that was quite obvious.
What's going on? What's happening around here?
What's with you, any of you?
Tell me what it's all about, Leslie. What are you doing in here?
Well, you won't believe me, but I came here to warn you.
What about?
Someone was trying to blackmail him.
Oh, Aunt. Who's trying to blackmail me?
Doesn't matter now. It's all over.
Do you think anyone's going to believe a trumped-up story like that? Young woman, you're a fraud. You said you were Leslie James's daughter, didn't you? Come on, didn't you?
Well, yes, but...
Well, I've been to see her. She's only one daughter, and she's at school in Switzerland. Now, what do you say to that?
Is this true, Leslie?
Yes, and may I congratulate you on the neat way you've trapped me?
What's happened? And just when I was falling off to sleep, too.
Sorry, old man. I thought it was the bathroom. It's the only thing.
What you doing, kid?
I'm leaving.
Tonight?
Yes. Get out of here, please.
Tell me, what happened? Yes, what did you tell the old cat?
Nothing.
What? You never said anything about us?
No.
But she must have said something to you.
Yes, she accused me, and like an idiot, I took the blame. I hope that satisfies you, you rotten little cheats.
Why, kid, you're crying.
Seems strange to you, doesn't it? I don't suppose you ever cried in your lives. You've got no heart, either of you. Oh, what's the use? I wish I'd never met you or him with his big feet and his airs and graces and his silly grin.
She's in love with him.
Aye, and she didn't even say a word about us to the old girl. Just took it on the chin. She makes me feel so cheap I could go and apologize. Blast her.
Sorry, old man. Thought it was the bathroom.
You can't walk out like this. Let's begin. There's no train tonight. Oh, be reasonable, darling. Let's call it quits. For the love of Mike, say something. Sneeze, cough, choke, anything you like. I don't care. Now, look here, I know I behave like an absolute cad, but you must forgive me. After all, here we are on the threshold, so to speak. If you're not going to start talking to me.
Look at that. Lady Bloomin' Pangborough, and to think it might have been you or I.
Oh, we lost him through fighting each other.
You know we did, my dear.
Oh, well, it'll be a lesson to us, darling.
There's a Mr. Blount on the telephone.
Blount? That's for me. I tell you,
cut this stuff. You know what happened the last time. You never want to get out of the window.
No, you don't. Hello?
Hello,
this is Gloria. I said
dear.
it's
No, you
Clytie. Hello?
Is that you, Clytie, dear? Listen, the wife's gone to Clacton, and it's just struck me.
Oh. Here, he's hung up.
Hey, come on, you're on, and look your best. The Duke of Grandonald's out front.
Which the Duke? Which
Come on, table number 1.
Duke of Grandonald, huh?
I wonder what table he's at.
Right down in front on the other side.
Who's your love? Tell me who's your love? Would it be little me? Who's your love?